Hey now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to, God, man, I can't believe I shaved my beard off, dude.
Oh, stop obsessing about it, dude.
It's just freaking me out. Now we got to be on camera. We're back in studio for the first time in forever, and all I can see is that it's just not. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Why not? Why not?
It bothers me. I'm self-conscious about it.
You shouldn't be, man. There's no need to be.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Anyway, welcome back, John Byrd. How you been, buddy?
I've been great.
Yeah. It's a little weird being back in studio because we haven't been here in over a month for a plethora of reasons.
Yes, many reasons.
But I do kind of feel like I'm back at home. I'm glad to be here. I mean, this is something that we were doing, twice a week, and it just kind of had to stop for a while. And now that we're back, I'm like, okay. I was a little bit nervous starting the show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was just, I was trying to remember what to do. I mean, by the way, Tony Gump's not here, so, that puts the producer thing down for me, which is not entirely difficult because I simplify it when I've got to do it. So there's less that I have to do than if Tony were here. He would do more.
Right.
I try to just kind of package it all in the smallest package, as small a package as possible, but still, it's just, it's one of those things. Do you remember this was early on in this studio when Tony was out of town and you were like, I can do the producing. It's just fine. It's fine. I can get it.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be that hard. But it was so new that even Tony was still learning it, and you got back there behind the board, and it was just utter chaos.
Yeah, that was like, no.
That did not. I actually took, I think it was a picture of you, like, freaking out, touching a bunch of buttons, was the cover photo for the video, which is what made it so good. It was really good. Today on the radio show, man, I had so much that I wanted to bring up, and I didn't get to because we got stuck on the moon landing stuff, which is a topic that we've talked about on the show before. But I think the podcast audience was a lot more accepting of us discussing the moon landing possibly being fake than the radio audience is, because the radio audience is very unforgiving when it comes to...
They can be brutal.
Well, when it's something that they have, that they firmly believe in, like, they'll fight back against you. No matter how much they like you or how much they like your show, they're going to fight you to the death to prove to you that you're wrong. And a lot of people do. I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of people listen to the show, and they're like, as soon as there's an opportunity where I can prove this host wrong, I can get on this 100,000-watt signal and be the hero and show everybody that this guy's not as smart as he pretends to be.
But, I mean, why do you want to do that?
It's just, I mean...
Does it make you feel good to make other people feel small?
For a lot of people, it does.
Are you included in that, a lot of people?
No, why? I'm talking about listeners, not me. I'm not the one trying to call a radio show and disprove the host. I'm the host.
Right.
So, no, I'm not included in that group.
Okay, so you're not.
No.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you weren't, making the audience angry.
No, they're angry because we're bringing up the idea that the moon landing might not be real, which, considering the fact that we had two people text us that said, my uncle or my dad worked for NASA for 30-something years, and they said he refused to either talk about it, or I forgot how they phrased it, but it was something along the lines of they said that it didn't happen or they wouldn't talk about it. Then on their deathbed, in a very lucid state, they were finally in their last breath like, the moon landing wasn't real. And then...
yeah, but I mean...
you're going to admit that's crazy.
I'm not doubting him.
But that's crazy. That's crazy, though.
But being lucid on your deathbed, I don't know.
I'm just saying, for people that, I mean, if you work for NASA for 34 years, you know far more than we do. And one of the people they said worked on the Challenger was like working on the O-rings on the Challenger.
Yeah.
Which
they
is...
said that really, really messed him up, her dad.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just saying that it's not just crazy Andrew McLean or a handful of conspiracy theorists that are saying it's possible that it didn't happen back in the 60s. And so, maybe just not dismiss those people as much, and just hear them out.
Yeah, well, and we need to hear out flat earthers, too.
No, forget the flat earthers are stupid.
It's very important to listen to them. Oh, so you're calling people that have conspiracy theories stupid?
No, I'm calling it flat earthers are dumb. Okay, we can all agree flat earthers are dumb.
Yeah, that's kind of strange.
Their proof is, look how far I can see. I'm looking at the ocean and I can see, whatever. I can see an island out there or whatever. That's not proof.
No, it's not proof.
You're mocking me and my conspiracy theories right now, aren't you?
No, I'm not mocking you and your conspiracy theories right now. I mean, you've got some great ones. You got some really crazy out there ones. I enjoy.
Like what?
Well, the fact were you talking about that you don't believe John Wilkes Booth actually shot
I have
Lincoln?
Never said that.
Oh my gosh, you did so.
No, I
didn't. You said
didn't.
James Monroe had him shot.
I have never, ever said that.
Okay. All right.
That's too far back to even have the evidence to be able to prop up a conspiracy theory.
Okay.
I mean, at least with JFK, it was like recent enough where you can say we've got this, this, and this to show that, the grassy knoll X, Y, and Z, or 9/11, but you can't go back to Abraham Lincoln and be like,
I can if I want to.
Well, I mean, you may be old enough to do that, but I'm not. No, I'm just saying. I'm not saying you were alive during Abraham Lincoln.
Yes, you are. See, that's the thing, you are.
I'm saying you're closer to Abraham Lincoln than I was.
That's still a shot, even though
it's accurate.
It's not.
It's an accurate
It's
statement.
accurate. Yeah. Hell yeah, that's accurate.
By the way, I want to point out that my lovely wife ordered me this fish tank shirt. You see this? Welcome to Fish Tank. What does it say?
Welcome to Fish Tank. We're glad Fish Tank's on your mind.
This is Fish Tank Season 5, I think, is going on right now. And this is the shirts they were wearing. And I was like, oh, those are dope. I should get one of those. And so Trish secretly ordered me one. And then accidentally ruined it by telling me a couple days ago. But I was really excited. And I will say, Fish Tank has really, really stepped it up in the sense of if you go to the website, they have got kind of it's the traditional different cams and everything else, so you can watch kind of the CCTV footage of each room. It's got the chat, it's got the ability to do text to speech and all that. But they've got one thing called director mode up here in the top left corner.
That was pretty cool. You showed me that earlier.
Director mode is not just the CCTV footage, which obviously that's what they're showing now, but they have one of the production people walking around with a camera so you can actually see what it looks like on ground level, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like it looks more like a movie, more like a production, opposed to just.
Yeah, they're in their face more. Man, that guy is still doing that.
Are they still arguing? Hold on, let's see what they're saying.
They brought me along. I'm bad. 4 seasons. More than you. More than the winner. Do you realize the amount of money they paid me for 4 seasons is about as much as you fucking earned in your winnings or more?
Dude.
You're stupid.
They get replaced with any black gay guy in a bar.
But they have it because this is my 4th season. That's why I keep trying to get you to understand.
Okay, so some context here. Blue shirt is Dunye, who is from season 2. He was a freeloader from season 2. Now, this other black guy, I can't remember his name, but he's from season 3, and he was a contestant. And he is actually also gay. Dunye and this other black guy are both gay.
Yeah.
So they are just two, they're doing gay fights or whatever. Their challenge at the moment, which has been the dude, they've even got a conveyor belt there. Look at that. I think their challenge over the past 2 days has been to make slime, which is what's in these containers, and I don't know if they're going to turn around and sell that. I asked Trish if we could buy a container of it, and she immediately said no.
Yeah, I mean, you can make it.
Look at it. He just puts it down. What happens if he doesn't catch it before it comes down the... Oh.
That's what happens.
Quite possible. With hands.
He's not worth that. I don't fight the help. I don't talk really to the help.
Oh, you're a snooty, prissy snob.
Yeah.
You think she's good? Talk to help, bougie bitch.
Bird.
Bottom.
Bird.
Yes.
I do.
Bird. Bashir is
I
literally
fuck white
getting
guys and I got a rich
pussy in the
bitch
other
for it, so
room,
yes, I do.
and he wants his big bro to come and cuck him. But you can't, because you have to make
You are the biggest.
Okay, so there's a bunch of different contestants. For instance, there's one guy. Here's the hero of the day. This is Landon right here with the longer hair. He is highly autistic, but he is an extremely shy guy that has come out of his shell so much that it's almost like I'm proud of him.
Mm-hmm.
He's by far my favorite one. And so Alex Stein was in the fish tank house for a couple days. I texted Stein, and I just did this on a whim. I said, hey, are you going to be on Fish Tank this season? And he's like, actually, I'm headed down there in the next day or two. He's like, do you have any advice or tips for me? And I said, yeah, Landon's a hero, and there's another guy named Alex B. Stay away from him. He's literally Satan. The dude's like crackhead vibes. He got kicked out before Alex even got there, so that was irrelevant. But this guy, his name's Bashir, Muhammad Bashir. He's a ginger cowboy that is Muslim, and he's very serious about his Islam to the point that he does his prayers and all that kind of stuff, to Mecca and yada, yada, yada. And then there's the twins, who are also highly autistic. But they're, anyway, you got to watch this. I don't need to explain the whole thing, but the twins actually took Bashir's Quran at one point and drew a bunch of penises in it.
Oh, man.
Which I would think in the world of Islam, like a Muslim person would unalive you for that, right? But Bashir is seemingly like a super, what's the word I'm looking for? He's like super accepting and calm, but not so much with women. Like he gets actually handsy with women in a violent way, which does line up with Islam.
Yes, it does.
But outside of that, he's very like, it's almost like Buddhist, like harmony and like we can all get along. And in Fish Tank, you can get along. Not if you want to win $50,000.
No, that's not the idea of it.
Also, the kicker is this is Bam Margera's house.
Oh, God.
So he's kind of like the host.
Poor Bam.
Anyway, I've been holding that in for weeks on end because I've been essentially, like, Fish Tank started after our last podcast, and I haven't been able to talk to anybody about it, at least talk to the podcast audience, so I just needed to get that off my chest. And I wanted to wear my Fish Tank shirt in honor of
Well, you look very
being able.
smart.
Thank
Pretty
you.
smart wearing
And I figured with the way that this show goes that the quality of their shirts would be absolutely garbage.
Mm-hmm.
But this may be one of the best shirts I've ever received that I've ever bought.
Really?
It's a little too thick. I don't like how thick it is, but it's fine. It fits good. It fits comfortably. The sleeves are nice and long.
But I don't think you're going to be able to wear that outside in the summer because that big patch, that's going to get hot.
Well, yeah, that's true. But what was it? Sticker Mule, I think, is the name of the company that makes them. So it's one of those companies where it's just like, hey, Sticker Mule, I want to sell these shirts, and they say, okay, well, people can come to our site, or you can put something on your site, and when they order them, it'll come straight to us, and we'll ship them, and then they pay Fish Tank probably pennies on the dollar for what they sell shirt-wise. You know, and when you use a third party like that, I don't think there's a lot of money in it.
No.
You're better off if you're looking to make money off your merchandise, you're better off going with an actual, like, Nick the Gun Guy, for instance.
Yes.
The
man, the myth, the legend.
Which I haven't heard from in a while. I was last I talked to him, we were going to get pictures so we could actually get the the photos of the merchandise on the website so people could start ordering.
Mm-hmm.
We need to go ahead and do that because even like there's the line merchandise on there as well.
Yes.
I'm thinking about changing the logo though.
No.
Not the logo.
No.
But the Andrew McLean at the bottom. The Andrew McLean that you've got on the radio show, I think looks better than what's currently on the T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's currently on the T-shirt is my actual signature, which could, one, cause me some fraud problems, but two, everybody's like, well, what does that even say? It looks like it says Selena Melendo. And I'm like, it's just how I sign my name.
Yeah, well, the font that I chose, it was a handwriting font. And I went through a bunch of them to see one that that would look like authentic, but also would be legible.
Yeah.
So
well,
that's where I came up with that.
It's yeah, I need to change. I don't know how big of a deal that would be for Nick the Gun Guy to change it, but maybe I'll let you ask him.
No, you ask him.
No, I just don't want to be. I don't want to be awkward and have to. Hey, I don't like asking for stuff, like to change stuff.
Well, it's going to take him all of 10 seconds.
Well, how do you know? Have you done it before?
Because I work there.
But he's got to do a whole. Doesn't he have to? Anyway, I'm not worried about it.
It's all done on the computer, man.
Well, you have been to a shop and actually worked there.
I know all about it, man.
Fair enough. By the way, we're on TikTok as well. I've got this going. If you are watching us on TikTok, make sure you that is the fakest smile I've ever seen in my life. If you're watching us on TikTok, find us on all our socials. Don't watch us here. Watch us on our actual podcast. We are, if you're on TikTok, just go to my profile and click the on my bio. My bio's got the website and all the stuff's there. You should be able to find our socials from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off actually, because
I'm not going to stop you.
I'm not even paying attention to it. We did one earlier and it actually. Oh, we made 1 cent.
Woo! Now we're at
$2.91. We did a TikTok on the way here to let people know that we were going to be doing a podcast, and they ended our live because of dangerous conduct. Because I was driving. But whatever.
And then I got real dizzy. I don't know what's going on.
All right, Byrd. So Artemis 2.
Yes.
Is supposed to be making a splashdown within the next hour, less than an hour, as a matter of fact. So we'll be able to watch that live here on the podcast, right?
And we won't get bumped?
No. I mean, I don't think so. I mean, wouldn't that be public domain to watch the spaceship land?
I would think so.
Let's see if there's an Artemis live stream here.
I'm sure there is. NASA's probably got one.
Artemis to live. Do you think that would be it? Yeah, we can watch.
Yeah, NASA won't be mad.
Is that a? That's not the actual spaceship. That's just showing what it looks like via a computer model.
Wait a
maybe.
minute. No, that was a satellite.
Oh, so that's not it. Okay, so.
But that's NASA.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still faking it. I knew it after all these decades.
You think they're still faking it?
No, I told my son when he was getting to the age where he was doubting about Santa Claus. I put. By the way, if anybody believes in Santa Claus, please turn your volume down for a couple minutes. And I was able to convince him through some photoshopping that I did, and there was a website that tracked Santa, and I was able to, he was like, well, how come people climb down chimneys and all those chimneys and everything? And I just went, dude, don't you know a flux capacitor? And I mean, I just laid it on thick and had him believing. And then a mere 2 weeks later, my wife at the time was saying something to me, and Mason was walking down the hall, and she said something about Santa Claus not being real.
Oh,
and Mason
geez.
came in with this look on his face. I was heartbroken. He said, I thought it might not be, but is it really not real? Yeah, I was like, oh, gosh. Man, that's, whew. No, and she was, she was crying. She was upset, that she had done it. And then I was crying too because I thought he was. I was like, what? He's not.
Yeah.
Because I never had to pay for anything.
That's awful. That's awful.
It is. That's a downer, man. It's a downer for the holidays. Let me tell you, the other time, at Christmas time when I was by myself, and I didn't have enough money for food. I was living in my car, and I don't want to go there. You know what? Let's not go there.
No. Tell the story. It's fine, but just don't get yourself down because you started off really low. People were complaining about your mic was too low, but you're just.
I'm sorry.
No, is
this better?
No, it was just because you were being somber. It wasn't. It wasn't a volume thing.
Okay.
So don't. My point is, don't get yourself down in telling the story. Just tell it because listen. There's no reason for you to be acting like the old John Byrd.
No,
I mean, you are a new man that's happy all the time.
Absolutely.
Why would you want to take this night, the return of the podcast, to go back to your old ways?
What the hell is going on with me?
So tell this sad story in a very happy way.
Okay. Well, let me tell you what. 2017, one of the worst years of my life. And I was living in an unfinished basement. With a friend of mine that was going through a horrible divorce. And I was like sleeping on a couch and I had my studio set up like in the corner. And I didn't have money for a tree. And I could only eat microwave dinners because there was just like a microwave there. So, it was dark and the bathroom wasn't finished. So I actually got the toilet working so I could pee there. And to help pay rent, I worked on it to fix it. But, it was just, it was unbelievable. And then the ex-wife was like claiming that, or his soon-to-be ex-wife was claiming that I was down there because I was his lover. That's stupid. And then here's the best part. Right after Christmas, right around New Year's, he told me that I had to move out immediately because, the ex-wife was, really tough. So So I ended up living in my car for a little bit, but that was okay because I had done that back when I was 18. So but
It was round two of living in your car, no big deal.
Yeah, I mean so things eventually worked out, and here we are. That feels good to get that out.
I'm glad I could help.
Yeah. Yeah, but now I was able. Now here's the great thing: I was able to go upstairs and take a shower when they were at work and his son was at school.
Oh, like you had to take a shower around, like to make sure nobody knew you were taking a shower.
No. He was like, "You're welcome to take a shower." Very kind of him. Very kind. He even said, "You can wash your clothes and use our detergent."
Wow.
I don't see him anymore. I hope he's all right. I think his life's going great. He's like a doctor, and his son's like a doctor now, and all that. But I'm glad I'm not a doctor. Good gosh, all that studying and then blood and guts, and that's not for me.
Disgusting. It'd be disgusting to be a filthy rich doctor right about now.
That is not the life for me.
No. The life for John Byrd is being on a podcast, a second-rate podcast, talking about all the awful things he's been through.
Now, who is being down now? Debbie Downer.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to add to it.
Second rate. You're calling not only yourself second rate, you're not only calling me second rate, but you're calling everyone out there, the hundreds of thousands of people that are watching this podcast, second rate. How dare you, sir? How dare you?
No, these people are actually very gracious to be giving us the views that they're giving us. That's what I'm saying.
That's right, because we're worthless and we don't deserve to to just be around anymore. You see the attitude? See, you started with me, well, don't be a downer. So I took one of the most traumatic things in my life, and I made it very positive. I put a positive spin on it.
And it was great.
I was able to laugh at it. And here you are, second rate podcast.
No, I didn't say it like that. I was actually entertaining the idea that you are. I was trying to add to the effect that you're not a doctor, is what I was doing.
By putting me down.
Hey, let's talk about the spaceship.
Okay.
Spaceship. So in a few moments, Artemis 2 is going to be making a splashdown, right? So that means I know you're not a doctor and you're not a rocket scientist, but that essentially means what, John Byrd? It's entering the Earth's atmosphere.
Yes. Now, what's going to happen is the temperatures can get over, I think, 4,000 degrees as it's entering the atmosphere. So
that's crazy.
Yes, they've got the heat shield.
Have you seen? There's video out there of Artemis 1 re-entering the atmosphere. Have you seen that video? It's actually pretty terrifying.
No.
It'll change your view about what these astronauts are about to go through.
Hot.
It's actually, let's see. Here's a video. This is.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is Artemis 1, and this is what you would see out the window. And the sounds you would hear if you were on the spaceship entering the atmosphere.
Oh, dang, that looks like a wormhole.
Oh, God, dude, I'd be so freaked out.
There's a fly on there.
Oh, it's falling apart.
It's burning away.
Imagine you see that, and you're like, maybe it's just the paint. Oh, yeah, that's not what you want to see.
No. Oh, oh, that's bad. Ooh.
I mean, it's like being in a hailstorm.
Yes.
In your car.
That's hitting you. And look at that poor fly. He doesn't know what to do.
CDH cautions. Those are SM related, not applicable.
Okay, so they're still not in the atmosphere. Is it going to get worse?
They're going through the... Oh, jeez, man.
So, with integrity now flying
So my question now is, what's more terrifying, launching off or coming back in?
I would personally, for me, it would be launching. Coming back in.
I mean, that's slapping around, and it sounds like it's because you run the risk of the atmosphere just crushing your capsule like a empty can of Coke.
Yeah, but the burning up of that is what's so scary.
And if it's 4,000 degrees outside,
It's falling away.
Entry interface now just 18 minutes, 25 seconds away.
Amazing.
That's terrifying.
Visualization, but driven by real-time telemetry.
Yeah.
This is
You're right.
maneuvering of integrity to the raised burn.
Oh, that's the actual. So we were watching the video. I thought it was audio from back then. It turns out that's the live audio from the actual Artemis.
I thought the smart dude was.
I was like, oh, that's cool. Now, if you watch it in fast forward, the Artemis 1 re-entry into the atmosphere, it's really just as wild. It's even more intense. This is what it's like. And you're literally...
Oh, man, come on, dude.
Oh, dude.
It's like you're trying to outrun it.
It's like the worst amusement park ride ever.
Man. You're getting tossed around like a tin can. You think they'd have worked that stuff out by now.
Because remember, you're orbiting the Earth until you're just kind of slightly, like that ozone layer, that. Oh, geez.
Yeah, because you've got to have the right angle or you'll skip off that.
Oh, there they are.
Going into the universe.
Okay. And then there they are, and then they make you splash down. Wow. So,
that was very cool.
Yeah, because if you think about it, so as you're circling, because for anybody that's watched kind of a diagram of what this thing does when it launches and it spins around the Earth a couple times, and then like slingshots towards the moon, has to get to the moon at the exact moment that the moon is passing by, and then I don't know what kind of, if you're using the moon, does the moon have an orbit? You're using the moon's orbit to slingshot you back.
Yes.
And then when you slingshot back, you're still going around the Earth one time. And so as you're coming in, you're not coming straight down.
But you got to be at enough of an angle.
Yeah.
Or you'll skip off.
Yeah, you're skimming in. So that little, I guess that layer, the ozone layer, if you will, you're kind of hanging out in that layer for a little while before you even get into what we would consider our sky.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I guess, that's the part that's got you burning up at 4,000 degrees or whatever, right?
That's what I would think.
Because space is super cold, right?
Yes.
Well, I guess it depends on where you're at. If you're in the line of the sun, it's probably not that cold.
Well,
but if you're the moon, the moon's far away from the sun.
Yes.
And so that's got to be pretty cold.
Yeah, I imagine space. I've always been fascinated by space.
It is very interesting.
You know what else I've been fascinated with?
What?
The fact that I have urinated 12 times today and I got to go again.
Well, go ahead.
But it's not prostate because I have drunk 1.5 gallons of water, okay? So that's just water, it's the natural cycle. I'll tell you one thing, the astronauts had to piss.
Well, Trish said that when you announced you were coming over to the house, she said, go make sure the bathroom's clean because I know the first thing he's going to do when he comes in is go to the bathroom.
Because I drunk a lot of water because I'm healthy.
But you do that every time you come to the house. The first thing you do is go to the bathroom.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do.
and so John Byrd will use the bathroom as soon as he walks in the door, every single time. And he used the bathroom twice before we left my house within an hour. And then this is his second trip to the bathroom since we've been at the podcast studio. So, yeah. That's John Byrd for you. I do want to talk about, and by the way, thank you to everybody hanging out with us in the chat. We see all of you, and as we get towards the end of this podcast, we'll shout some of you guys out. If you want to contribute to the show, we would be very grateful for it. We still have our trusty megaphone for Super Chats and also OTL Show, Cash App, and Venmo. Because there are less of us here, because there's 2 instead of 3, it makes it a little harder to keep up. So if I've missed you, don't worry. I'm going to be making sure I keep up with y'all. Let me get it pulled up. Mm-hmm. Did you get everything out?
Oh, yeah, it was quick.
Everything came out easy peasy?
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
All right.
What are you talking about, Andrew?
I forgot to get Cash App and Venmo set up. Let me do that real quick.
Dang.
Yeah. Cash App, Venmo, OTL Show. Let me get signed in right quick, fast, in a hurry. OTL. Bada bing, bada boom. Stand by. Got to do this.
He's doing that.
And
Nobody's even noticed
this.
my purple mic cover. I use it in the radio, and I like using it here, too.
I've got a 895. I've got to I got to get me one of those too.
I know.
Because now, granted, the one I'm using is
crusty.
Well, no, it's
at the radio station. It's crusty.
No, it's not. It's not crusty, but it's soft. But and only I'm using it because everybody else has their own covers. Mm-hmm. Leland doesn't use one, and Dixon's got his own. But then there's the weekend people who I don't think have their own mic covers.
What in the world?
That's not a good start.
At least the batteries work.
Is it okay? Okay. I just forgot how to use it. So
it's been a while.
By the way, Victor is sending in $10 on the Cash App.
Victor, God bless you.
He said, "Hey now, glad to see you back in studio. Hey now." Thank you, Victor.
It's good to be back. You know, I mean, it really is.
It is. And Victor, I don't know. Is that Vader? Is Victor Vader? I can't remember. Anyway, it's fine. It's whatever. So when the Artemis deal happens, we'll bring that to you guys. Yeah. We'll watch it live.
But do you think they're using AI on there?
On
board there?
As far
Artemis
as this,
too.
I mean, I'm sure there's some AI technology.
But how much AI are they using? How much is out of human control?
I don't know. It's kind of like airplanes. You know how airplanes are, pilots don't even have to do a whole lot nowadays. They just kind of fly themselves.
Well, yeah, but that's like a mechanical thing where, it's like cruise control, kind of thing. But with AI, AI's got control. Trust me.
That's a good point.
I mean, AI controls, I think, is getting to where it's controlling pretty much everything.
It's like Petunia controlling you. Well,
that's different. Actually,
I tell you what, I don't want to bring you. I just brought you back up. I don't want to bring you back down.
No, I mean, I love her.
I know, but we can talk about Petunia towards the end of the show.
Oh, the end of the show? That's fine.
Just in case it goes sideways. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm trying to keep everything up. I want to talk about the Strait of Hormuz real quick.
Okay, talk about that.
You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, on the Strait, hold on, I'm checking here. On the Strait of Hormuz, does everybody understand, by the way, what that is? I mean, when you deal with international issues like that, a lot of people, they hear about the news, but they don't fully understand it. Like, they're not that familiar with that part of the world or, whatever it is. If you look at a map, and I think this is so important for everybody to do, if you're keeping up with what is the Strait of Hormuz and how it affects X, Y, and Z, it's important to look at a map and see what it looks like and understand what part of the world it's in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So everybody knows it's the Middle East. Now, let's pull up Google Earth real quick and just help everybody out. All right, so here's Google Earth, right?
Uh-huh.
All right, on Google Earth, if you go over to the Middle East, we're going to go over this way, John Byrd. We're traveling.
Okay.
We're over here. There's a little bit of Africa. There's Spain. There's some European countries. All right, here's the Middle East. All right, in the Middle East, you've got countries such as Jordan. You've got Egypt, Sudan. You've got Saudi Arabia over here. You've got Israel. You've got Iraq. You've got the UAE. You've got Oman. And then you've got Iran. Iran, by the way, very big country. I don't know if you guys know that, but as we have our conflict with Iran, we're not dealing with some little, peon country here.
That's pretty big.
And Iran is, keep in mind, firing missiles all the way across Iraq and Jordan and Syria over to Israel. And Israel simultaneously is firing missiles into Lebanon, where there are Houthi rebels, and anyway, that's the whole thing. So the oil deal, the Strait of Hormuz, okay, in the Persian Gulf, which is right here. Again, this is Iran. This is the Persian Gulf. In all these little places right here, you've got oil that is coming from inland, from all of these places over here and back over here. The oil all makes its way to this Gulf and through these ports on the shore. They then travel through this little waterway and off into the larger ocean to go to different parts of the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Strait of Hormuz is this little gap right here, okay? And if Iran, who doesn't necessarily own the ocean, but I guess claims stake here, if they say, we're not going to let you through, and if we do, we're going to fire rockets at you or whatever that may be, oil tankers won't go through there. Insurance companies won't insure tankers to go through there because it'll cost them too much money if they were to get hit by a rocket, by a terrorist or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting, though, because this is Iran and this is Oman. Now, you would think with as small of a gap as this is, Oman could claim as much as Iran, but apparently that's not how it works. But nonetheless, that's the geography of it. Oil over here, oil needs to be over here, but Iran don't want to let it come
Why
through
don't
here.
they just cut off that little sticking out piece? Just, blow it up.
Just blow this little tip up here.
Yeah,
and
just cut that off. Make it gigantic.
Yeah, I don't know if you could do that, but that's where the problem lies,
Get
right?
Elon Musk on it.
And what Iran wants to do, what they do is they say, okay, well, we've possibly put some sea mines out in here, and you would hate to run your boats over one of them, so we would prefer you send your boats up and around along our coast and go through here, and we can use this little island here or this little island here as kind of a toll booth, and we can charge you a bunch of money as you come and go. There was a guy, I don't know where he's from or who he is, but he sounds like a smart guy. He explains it pretty well as far as what the mechanics are of this whole this entire conflict and how it's playing out and what Iran's looking to do and why the boats won't go through and everything else. Watch this.
Persian Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz is critical for global energy supply. Around 20% of the world's oil comes through the Strait of Hormuz. Around 25% of the world's LNG, liquefied natural gas, also comes through the Strait of Hormuz. Let me show you why it's critical and how narrow it is at the narrowest point, which is here. We have Iran to the north, Oman to the south, and although the strait looks a bit wider, in reality what matters is this area here. This is the traffic separation scheme, sort of a highway inside the sea. This is the lane that goes into the Persian Gulf. This is the lane that comes out of the Persian Gulf. And in between is a buffer area, which is shaded. each of these lanes is about 2 miles wide. It is very, very narrow at that point. And now the United States and Iran are fighting for who and how that's going to be controlled. Since the beginning of the war, the strait has been closed. And on social media, the Iranian Supreme Leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, and the President of the United States, Donald Trump, are fighting about what's going to happen next. My belief is that the status of the strait will change during the negotiations, because at the moment very little is flowing through the strait. And the Iranians are suggesting that things need to change immediately. They have distributed this map. Sorry, they have issued only on black and white. It shows here, it's a close-up of the area that I was showing you earlier.
So I find this fascinating because, so he's showing, as you see, this
area here is what I have now magnified.
This map here, and this is that kind of buffer zone he was talking about.
Right.
And so traffic has been go into the Persian Gulf here. Well, again, the 20% of the oil is on this side, so it would go through here. But then the ships that would come in that would be picking up oil, they would come through here. Well, they're trying to change that from what he's saying and get the traffic to go further north. At least, I guess it would be more of like further east, but to go further towards Iran, which would then, I guess, in theory, give them more control of the strait, which is the whole problem in the first place. I mean, as long as they have control of that strait, they're always going to cause us problems. Not us, but the world's oil markets problems. Anytime they're pissed off or they don't get their way, they can turn around and close this.
On the screen, Oman is here. This is the Iranian coast. And all shipping lanes are here in blue, in and out. What the Iranians are telling the industry is that these areas should not be used because there is danger. They have been planting anti-ship mines, and therefore it needs to be avoided. What they are suggesting instead is a new area of shipping lanes to the north and a lot closer to the Iranian coast, one lane to get out and one lane to come into the Persian Gulf. It comes remarkably close to the Iranian coast, very close around Larak Island, which for many in the industry could become a new kind of control point for the Iranians.
So you see what ultimately, and we don't have to watch the whole thing, but ultimately what he's trying to say here is Iran is not only closing off the Strait of Hormuz, but they're trying to put themselves in a position to where they have even more control over it.
Right.
They're saying, hey, don't go through that normal area because we've put down anti-ship mines, which would be these floating, basically landmines, if you will. And if your boat runs over one, it's going to blow a hole in the side of your boat, and then all that oil's gone, and you lost $1 billion, $2 billion, $5 billion, whatever it is. And nobody wants to do that. They would rather just not take the risk and just let the boat sit until maybe this comes to a resolution. If they do it the other way, then they can then start charging tolls and everything else because you're passing through their islands and yada, yada, yada. And they feel like, that it's not even, probably not even about the money for them. It's about the control. Now, at the same time, there may not even be any mines in those in those areas because we've blown them to such smithereens. They had mine dropping ships that we have blown up that were sitting in port. So we don't even know if they have the ability to put mines in there, but it's the possibility that they're there. Even if there's a 1% chance that there are mines or that there's some jihadist on the shore that's going to fire a rocket at a ship, the underwriters, the insurance companies are not going to insure the ships. And so the ships then can't go because they can't afford to lose a ship with no insurance.
And it's a tough ship for them.
They're in deep ship,
Yes,
if
they
you will.
are. That's when this ship's going to hit the fan.
So that's what people need to know as far as like how that's all, and maybe everybody understands that. I'm not trying to treat everybody like they're stupid and they don't get it, but
Right.
that's essentially the layout and the geography of it and everything, because that's what it is. It's all about geography and where stuff is, and so as far as and it's a much bigger problem that Donald Trump's dealing with. But that's the one everybody's focusing on simply because it's affecting the price of gas, which affects everybody's day-to-day life.
Yes,
it
big
affects
time.
their wallet. And so everybody wants to know, when is this going to be fixed? People also ask the question, hey, we don't get our oil from the Strait of Hormuz. Why is this affecting our gas prices? Well, that's because it's a world market thing. It's a globally traded commodity. And so everybody kind of follows the flow of the trading price. So if it goes up, it not only goes up for the Middle East or the Europeans, it goes up for us as well. That in itself is a scam. I mean, if you ask me, that we should just be able to sell it ourselves, but that's the world we live in. Simultaneously, though, because Donald Trump went and got Maduro before this, we now have Venezuelan oil flowing into the U.S. that is going to impact our ability to possibly bring down the price of oil even while that's going on.
Right.
So, anyway, there was a deal reached with the Hormuz Strait. Apparently, they're not opening it like they said they would. And now Trump's like, you better open it or we're going to start blowing up power plants. What needs to happen is, yes, I say go with the power plant stuff, but do one at a time. Blow up one, just like with Japan. We didn't drop 10 atomic bombs at once. You drop one, you go to them, you say, hey, are you done yet? If they say no, go blow up another power plant. You done yet?
That makes sense. And you can go after the nuclear power plants.
Yeah, that's it. You know, start with the power plants that are fueling the leaders' parts of Tehran or the military parts of Tehran,
Yes.
and take them out one at a time. And after each one, say, hey, you ready to open it? Oh, you're not? Okay, another B2 on the way. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, you ready yet? Oh, you're not ready? Boom, there's another. And just keep going until they scream uncle. God, I'm so smart.
You're a genius.
I should be a military leader.
Yeah, I don't think you would fit in with the lifestyle.
Nah, I got too much anxiety. I'd never cut it. I'd get run out of a room so fast. They'd be like, "You're stupid. Get out of here."
Yeah, your negotiations. Yeah, you.
Yeah, that'd be not me. I'm scared to ask the T-shirt guy to change our logo. You think I can make a deal with Iran? Give me a break. Now, what is interesting is, and this is what I didn't get to on the show today, is the reaction from the left. It seems as if the left is cheering for the U.S. to lose this battle.
Yes.
They want us to lose. And if you go back and you watch the things that the left used to say, they used to say the exact opposite. Barack Obama's Iran nuclear deal. All right, what was that about? Well, according to what they told us, what was it about? It was about Iran not getting a nuclear weapon. The only problem is that the deal was so bad, it actually did allow them to get a nuclear weapon, which is why they're so close to it now. But back then, unlike now, where they say Iran was no threat whatsoever, they don't have a nuclear weapon. It's not like they hate us or that they would ever shoot us with missiles. They were running celebrity PSAs back then with celebrities telling us that if Trump wins, this is 2015, by the way, telling us that if Donald Trump were to win and he were to eliminate the Iran nuclear deal, that we would get blown up by Iran. 2015, 10 plus years later, now they're like, Iran's not a threat. What are you talking about? Even after Donald Trump has terminated the Iran nuclear deal.
Finger to the wind. Which way is the wind blowing?
Here's that ad from 2015.
I love playing Frisbee with my sons.
I love the sound of the waves on the Pacific at sunrise.
I love curling up with a good book. I love to see my grandkids smile.
But if Congress sabotages the nuclear deal with Iran?
We could be denied the very moments that make our lives worth living.
Why?
Shut up, Jack Black.
Because we'd be dead.
Super dead.
Like totally fried by a major nuclear bomb dead.
I won't be able to play Frisbee with my sons because there won't even be a Frisbee. The Frisbee will be melted.
We will be melted.
Or worse. Toasted?
Yes, Natasha, but most people think toast is delicious. This would not be that kind of toast. It would be like a really dark, unpleasant cloud of death toast.
Whoa, what?
So that's
Who's
what.
that?
I don't know. But that's what the celebrities were telling us back in 2015.
That was horribly written.
That Iran has the capability to get a nuclear weapon, and if they did, they would do what? Let's all say it together. Nuke the U.S.
Nuke the new ass.
You nuke the USA. That's right. And so now it's different. Now Iran's not a threat. And it's not just those on the left. It's people on the right as well.
Idiots.
It drives me absolutely nuts to see this because it's people I respect. You know, it's Tucker Carlson, it's Alex Jones, it's Candace Owens, and I'm like, why? Y'all have been with Trump this whole time. Maybe not so much Candace Owens, but Tucker for sure and Alex Jones for sure. Why are they now so against this? I know they don't want war. I get that. But why, after watching him for 10 years, are now they all of a sudden like, he's got no idea what he's doing, and he's going to get us all killed? Especially Tucker, the way he acted. You remember the tweet? He said, open the effing straight, and the end of a civilization. Tucker Carlson, in the most disingenuous way, tried to act like Donald Trump was going to bomb civilians. He should know better than anybody. That's not what he's going to do.
TDS is very infectious.
It's just crazy. Tucker, you of all people, buddy. Why would you say that? This is Tucker. This was even more amazing. This is Tucker Carlson in his response to those Donald Trump tweets.
Who do you think you are? You're tweeting out the F word on Easter morning? You'll be living in hell. Just watch. Praise be to Allah. So obviously you're mocking the religion of Iran. Okay. If you seek a religious war, that's a good idea. But by the way, no decent person mocks other people's religions. You may have.
First of all, this is a religious war for them.
Yes.
So what difference does it make as far as what you see in a tweet? Everything they're doing, their death to America is about their religion and their extremist religious views.
A problem with the theology, presumably you do if it's not your religion, and you can explain what that is. But to mock other people's faith is to mock the idea of faith itself. And we should never mock that because at its core is the acknowledgement that we are not in charge of the universe. We did not build it. We won't be here at the end of it. We can destroy life. We cannot create it because we are not God. The message of all faith at the biggest picture level is the message in our Bible, which is you are not God. And only if you think you are do you talk this way. But it's not just mockery of Islam. And no president should mock Islam. That's not your job. This is not a theocracy. We don't go to war with other theocracies to find out which theocracy is more effective. We are not a theocracy. And God willing, we never will be because theocracies corrupt the religion.
Okay, so I as part of the America First MAGA movement, I've never really, I didn't catch the memo where it was like, you can't make fun of Islam, you know? Like, I didn't get that memo. And what's interesting is Tucker Carlson will be the same person to say, why are you mad at me because I'm criticizing Israel? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I criticize this? It's like, I don't know what's going on with Tucker, man. It's making me queasy.
It's like he's not quite on target.
Something's off. And Alex Jones is even worse. Have you seen some of the stuff that he said?
No, Lord.
Oh, it's bad. It's real bad. Listen to this.
Existential threat. How do we 25th Amendment his ass?
The problem is to get the 25th Amendment is harder than impeachment. You have to get 2/3 of the House and 2/3 of the Senate.
So what do we do?
Tackle Trump and let him pretend he's president and publicly report that he's going through a health issue and Vance take over. It literally needs to be something like that. It's that bad.
I've known you a long time. You've never called for an internal coup before.
Ever. But that's how dangerous this is. That's how risky it is.
That's how get him killed.
I'd stop poking Trump and messing with him. That only makes it worse. Like, you guys need to watch out. This isn't a guy acting like he's crazy. This is real.
What's there going to be to take over in 2026 or 2028 if this hits the fan? If we get it, he's threatening an extinction level event for the people of Iran tomorrow. Does nobody think there'll be any blowback from that? If he follows through on that, the whole world is screwed.
You were saying during the break, there's other ways to do this. People need to not just telling the truth, like Susie Walsh said. It's time to just not. Say what you just said.
Yeah, well, legally and constitutionally, the vice president is an independent elected official. The same as legally and constitutionally, the only oath any member of the military takes, any member of the State Department takes, any member of the intelligence community takes.
So anyway, Alex Jones is saying that we need to invoke the 25th Amendment on Donald Trump, that he's off his rocker to the point that we have to get rid of him. Alex Jones, of all people.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Alex Jones has had his moments too.
It's crazy. What a
So I guess we want to bring back the Democrats then, I guess.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, dude, you have been on the front lines of fighting back against the Democrats, and now you are literally repeating their talking points. And it's like, how do you not see that? I mean, I understand. And if it's a thing about you really don't like Israel and you think they're behind pushing Trump to go through this war and attack Iran, well, Alex Jones, I mean, like, talk about that. Don't talk about. He was mentioning stuff like Trump's got dementia. Alex Jones saying Trump's got dementia. Not saying he thinks, he's saying he does have.
That's TDS right there, big time.
It's got to be. It's like crazy stuff, man. And then, so with all of that comes the big Trump tweet today, which was maybe one of the longest, most detailed tweets that he's sent thus far, which says, I know why Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens, and Alex Jones have all been fighting me for years, especially by the fact that that they think it is wonderful for Iran, the number one state sponsor of terror, to have a nuclear weapon because they have one thing in common: low IQs. They're stupid people. They know it. Their families know it, and everyone else knows it too. Look at their past. And look at their record. They don't have what it takes, and they never did. They've all been thrown off television, lost their shows, and aren't even invited on TV because nobody cares about them. They're nut jobs, troublemakers, and will say anything necessary for some free and cheap publicity. Now they think they can get some clicks because they have third-rate podcasts.
Wait a second. It looks like they've already landed.
Oh, well, don't say that because we have the magic of podcasting, John Byrd.
We had a couple people dip out.
But listen, we've got the magic of podcasting. We were a little bit behind on there. Okay, here we go. Here it comes. All right, we got this. Is that let's see. We got a live look at him. Okay, here we go. That's the bad boy coming in.
Mm-hmm.
All right. See if we can get some
feed.
Here we go.
Looks just like the original Apollo.
Man, that thing. See the fire coming off the back of it?
Mm-hmm.
The pyros are armed for forward bay covered jettison.
How fast do you think that is?
I'd say about 12,000.
12,000 miles an hour?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
There's the parachutes.
And there go the first series of parachutes. And we're on drogues.
And Houston, we're visual 2 drogues out the window.
That's a pretty...
Look at that.
That's a pretty small capsule, too.
Yeah.
Next up, the deployment of pilot parachutes that will pull the main chutes out. Time
It's
to
still
splash down
going so
3 minutes
fast,
and 10
too.
seconds.
Yes.
Good job, astronauts. Let's give them a round of applause.
Bama Phoenix says same footage from 1969.
Yeah, this is all CGI, by the way. This is not even real. Look how grainy it is. Look at the static. How about that? Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
I'm excited for them because that is kind of a big deal.
Oh, yes. Something they'll never forget.
Passing through 10,000 feet. Still on drogues.
They're getting pretty close.
Still on drugs? Are they on drugs?
Droves.
Droves. Oh.
Yeah, it's those special parachutes that are going to let go and it's going to let see. And then here comes the next set.
So I guess maybe the
main chute deploy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's their last set.
Yeah.
Because the other ones probably start to burn up, and they got to have backups and. Okay.
And each level of them are slowing it down a little
Search
more.
and recovery beacon has been activated on integrity.
Yeah, because I would imagine you've got to be where
And we have 3
you
good
can't
main
slow it
chutes.
down too much, otherwise it'll probably
Good 3 main chutes, good reefing,
like
good descent rate.
crush everybody's bones.
3 good-looking parachutes.
Dang. That's some cool looking parachutes, though. Look like Tennessee parachutes.
No, I
Integrity.
think they're
Cabin
red.
pressure indicates no need for hydrazine checks.
Look, tennis shoes. That look like tennis shoes.
Is that
a smiley face down
Descent
there?
For integrity. Its crew sounding hale and hearty on board.
okay.
Time to splash down 1 minute 15 seconds.
Let's go. It kind of, I mean, if you saw that without the parachutes, you'd be like, ah, crap, the aliens are here. And that's probably why they don't get messed with while they're in space, because
Integrity
they
about to complete a
essentially
journey
look like they're one of the
spanning
aliens.
694,481 miles from its launch from the Kennedy Space Center back on April 1st, and a trip around the moon.
That is pretty cool, honestly.
Yeah, it is.
How I wish you were here. Why is this just feels like there should be some Pink Floyd in the background.
Yeah.
Or is that just me?
Dark Side of the Moon. Or Ground Control to Major Tom.
Oh, look, they got pyro for it.
Dang.
Oh, there's a UFO.
What was that?
I don't know.
Passing through 1,000 feet.
Oh, man. All right, camera, keep up with it.
Yeah, man. Get us off the, put us on a real camera. Don't get us on the heat-seeking, the night vision goggles.
What the?
We want to see the good stuff.
Oh. Here it goes.
There we go. That's what I want.
Look at that blue.
Those are some huge parachutes, too.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, and that's watching from up above.
What if that's
Integrity splashdown.
There it is. All right.
Splashdown, waiting on VLDR.
Splashdown confirmed at 7:07 p.m. Central Time, 5:07 p.m. Pacific Time.
Good job, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
To a modern-day mission to the moon, a new chapter of the exploration of our celestial neighbor is complete. Integrity's astronauts back on Earth.
How cool is that for them, though? Like, seriously, how big of a deal is that?
Well, because they've trained for years. I mean, they've spent all that time, all that work in anticipation of being called up for the mission.
I mean, that's just... And so do these... Right here, these little balloon things, is that just to make sure that they don't sink? Because they're still trying to get to them right now.
Yeah, I would think so.
Don't you think the boats would have been closer, or was there just such a big splashdown zone that they didn't know exactly where they were going to land?
Well, I mean, I'm sure it's better than it was back when they were pretending in 1969. But
they didn't even have to have boats back then.
Yeah. I assume that they're not too far away. Because, because they should be able to pretty much to a T, determine where they're going to land.
I just want to see them get out. So
that could be hours from now.
Imagine getting home from a long road trip and they make you you got to sit in your driveway in your car for hours before you can get out and go in the house.
Yeah.
That's essentially what
That's
that is.
What it is.
Well, that's
and
awful.
I think they have to decompress or something. They have to get in a little thing.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. They might not be able to just jump out I wish the camera would just back up and show us where the boats are. I want to know how close they are. We'll keep our eye on it, and then that way, whenever they do get there, we'll show you guys. As it's kind of a big deal, John Byrd, for us to make our return to this studio, and then we get the splashdown during the show. I mean, what are the chances of that? What are the chances? By the way, again, OTL Show, Cash App, Venmo, if you want to contribute to the show. Your contributions to the show, by the way, probably more important now than they've ever been. We are discussing maybe even firing up a GoFundMe to, build some secondary stuff that we're going to need going forward. And so anything you guys can contribute, every single dollar helps us.
And it will go toward that.
So we're not blowing your money at the strip club. While we wait on that boat, let me get back to this tweet just because I want to make a larger point. He said they don't even get invited on TV because nobody cares about them. They're nut jobs, troublemakers, and will say anything for some free, cheap publicity. Now they think they can get some clicks because they have third-rate podcasts, but nobody's talking about them, and their views are the opposite of MAGA. Or I wouldn't have won the presidential election in a landslide. MAGA agrees with me and just gave CNN a 100% approval rating of Trump, not hand-flailing fools like Tucker Carlson, who couldn't even finish college. He was a broken man when he got fired from Fox, and he's never been the same. Perhaps he should see a good psychiatrist. Or Megyn Kelly, who nastily asked me the now famous only Rosie O'Donnell question, or crazy Candace Owens, who accuses the highly respected First Lady of France of being a man when she is not. I wish he would actually not go with that because I like the idea that she's a man. I don't like it, but I like going with the theory that she's a man. I think she should leave that. He should leave that alone.
And talk about Tucker Carlson not going to college. Okay, well, Charlie Kirk didn't go to college either, and you saw what a mind he had.
That's a good point.
Weed Hopper, $50 on the super chat. Hey now.
Yeah, we got some big things in the works.
Yes.
That we're working on.
We do. He said, Candace Owens, who accuses the highly respected First Lady of France of being a man when she is not, and will hopefully win lots of money in her ongoing lawsuit. Actually, to me, the First Lady of France is far more beautiful woman than Candace. In fact, it's not even close. He's just trolling her at this point.
Yes, he is.
Or bankrupt Alex Jones, who says some of the dumbest things and lost his entire fortune, as he should have, for his horrendous attack on the families of Sandy Hook shooting victims, ridiculously claiming that it was a hoax. These so-called pundits are losers, and they always will be. Now, fake news CNN, the failing New York Times, and all of the other radical left news organizations are hating them and giving them positive press for the first time in their lives. They're not MAGA, they're losers. just trying to latch on to MAGA. As president, I could get them on my side at any time I want to, but when they call, I don't return their calls because I'm too busy on world and country affairs, and after a few times, they go nasty, just like Marjorie Trader Brown, but I no longer care about that stuff. I only care about doing the right thing for the country. MAGA is about winning and strength and not allowing Iran to have nuclear weapons. MAGA is about making America great again. And these people have no idea how to do that, but I do, because the United States now is the hottest country anywhere in the world. President Donald J. Trump. That was a lot. That was a lot of tweet. But at the end of the day, I know he was trolling. I get it. I'm completely against what Tucker and Megan and Candace Owens are doing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a bad look. I think it's ridiculous. I mean, the fact that you are, when you've got the New York Times and you've got CNN pundits and you've got those people are on your side, when they're the ones that are coming up and like, oh, yeah, they're exactly right, you got to say to yourself, man, I'm doing something wrong here.
Yes.
When those people, the people that hate you so much and that hate this country and that constantly cheer against it, I mean, they're cheering for Iran. For those people to be siding with you, you gotta have to look in the mirror and say to yourself, man, I must be on the wrong side of this issue, because those individuals are the ones that are telling me I'm right. Those people are never right. So if one of the worst things that can happen is those people tell you you're right.
Yep.
You don't want that.
It should be obvious.
By the way, the boats, as you see there, are at the capsule. They are just kind of circling. I guess, are these the boats that are going to be picking them up and taking them to the bigger ship? Or do we know?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think they can be out in the atmosphere.
I'm sure they can by now, right?
No, they've got to, like a diver, got to decompress and all that.
Like
stuff.
a holy diver.
Well, yeah.
I don't know.
Hey,
I don't know
Siri,
what the process is.
Do astronauts need to decompress when they splash down?
I found this on the web.
You don't know shit about astronauts, do you? She always says, I found this on the web.
Well, what did she find?
Do astronauts have to be pressurized? In my current hardish sci-fi whip, what? I have a crew of astronauts who've been in space about a year. Is this some dork playing Dungeons and Dragons? Does an astronaut have to be depressurized for his to?
I mean, when Katy Perry and what's her name? What was Oprah's friend's name? What's her name? Gwen? What's her name? What's Oprah's friend's name? The one that does the Today Show or the whatever show. CBS morning show. Oprah and is it Gwen? What's her name? Who's the celebrities that went to space with Jeff Bezos?
Who are the celebrities who went to space with Jeff Bezos?
Here's an answer from Thelis.com and Mandatory.com.
His brother was a test pilot, Wally Funk, and a teenage Oliver Damon. Katy Perry, Lauren Sanchez, Aisha Bowe, Gayle King. Carrie and Flynn.
Gayle King was what I was trying to think of.
And didn't Star Trek fans didn't he go?
I don't know, but you're talking about
William Shatner.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the other guy. Who's the gay one? Oh my.
Walter
George Takei.
George Takei. Yes.
Oh my.
Oh man.
He was on Howard Stern show all the time. It's the only reason I knew anything about him. I don't watch Star Trek. But yeah, my point in saying that was I think Katy Perry and Gayle King immediately got off their spaceship when they got back. Let me guess, you're going to tell me that's not real? Katy Perry didn't go to space?
Well, no, it says in that Reddit thread I was reading that they maintain in the ship, pressurized. They maintain it similar to Earth, so I guess they wouldn't have to. I guess it was maybe divers I was thinking about. I know divers do.
I mean, if these were real astronauts, patriotic astronauts, they'd stick their head out of that ship right now and start waving at the camera. Work the crowd, man. Do you not watch wrestling?
But what if they tip it over and a great white gets them?
Wouldn't that suck? You make it all the way through space, and then a giant like sperm whale comes and swallows the whole capsule.
Man.
Boy, that would be made for TV stuff. You thought the Challenger was bad. How about the sperm whale swallowing the whole capsule when it gets back to Earth?
Dang, our sperm whale, they're the biggest creatures in the world, aren't they?
A sperm whale? I think so. Are they?
Yes, I think so.
A spizerm whiz-ale?
Yeah.
We're probably going to get dinged for even saying sperm.
Whale.
How big is how big is a sperm whale? According to Google, sperm whales are the largest toothed whales, with males reaching up to 24 meters, that's 79 feet, and 50 to 57 tons. Wow, females are smaller, typically under 46 feet and 25 tons. Male sperm whales are significantly larger than females, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. Shouldn't even be female sperm whales. I mean, that's an oxymoron, honestly.
Yeah, I wonder why they named them that.
Yeah. That doesn't even make sense.
Ooh, that's close. That's a close-up. Oh, wait. Hold on.
Your what? Did you just say scrotum?
Well, yeah, I wasn't going to say the other thing. It got caught because I'm wearing
Did you just
boxers.
say, oh, hold on, my scrotum?
Yeah, I was wearing boxers, and I've got these like 90s grunge shorts on that are real, made out of tough material.
Excuse me while I scratch my scrotum, everybody.
I didn't say scratch. I was just replacing it.
Oh, they're talking to people. Let's see.
I just couldn't be more proud of the entire workforce. The years, the effort, the late nights, all the hard work from across the country.
Oh, they got more boats around there now.
Incredible moment right now. And, incredibly grateful, too, for our teams here on the John P. Merthyr right now.
Yeah, look at the behind us here.
Got everybody. Hey, what do you guys think? We just brought some astronauts back from the moon, huh?
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah.
You had nothing to do with it, dude.
Thank you. Yeah, so grateful to the Navy, the sailors that are here, the NASA teams. I mean, this is a joint effort that's on their way right now. These recovery forces are getting out to our Orion spacecraft, to Integrity, to get our astronauts back on the ship safely.
Yeah.
Just too quiet. You can't hardly hear them.
Dang, look at that, man. That went through some serious burn.
Oh, yeah, that does look like. I mean, that bad boy looks like a straight-up alien spaceship, does it not?
Yeah, it does.
And those little tiny windows. I can't wait to see the pictures that they took, though.
Yes.
Isn't that going to be cool?
Yes, it is.
Can't wait, man. Come on.
When they're going back?
Probably tomorrow, I would guess.
I don't think that soon.
They might. You don't know. You don't know when they're going back. All right. Anyway, let me stick with this while we wait. This was Alex Jones just moments before we started the podcast, reiterating what he's been saying about Trump.
I'm just going to scorch earth Trump to get him back on track. Only way to do it is to go after him viciously. You've already shed all over me. And if you try to rub it in, I just, at that point, I don't care anymore. So if you think I've been coming after you.
Wait, you said he's got dementia. You called for the 25th Amendment, but he's shitting all over you? How does that work?
Victim, man.
That's, again, Democrat tactics. Claiming that you're the victim after you go and attack somebody.
If you think that I'm trying to get clicks by attacking you so the Democrats that don't buy anything from me and don't like me want to put me in jail, if you think I've been on your ass, say one more thing. One more thing out of your mouth. And Laura Loomer, send him this, okay? One more thing. When I've gone through hell back in your ass because you were the lesser of two evils, then I'm going to show you how the cow ate the cabbage. Do one more thing. You should be kissing my ass.
You can kiss my ass.
Oh my God, dude. This dude's out of control.
He's an idiot.
I don't get it, man, because I really like Alex Jones. I just don't.
You put a D at the end of that.
I don't understand.
How can you come back from this? How can he come back from this?
I don't know, man. I just hate it. I hate it so much. I just wish, and there's people out there that are getting heat from their followers for different reasons. Like, okay, so for example, the way Benny Johnson approached it, right? Benny Johnson, pretty conservative guy, MAGA guy. We would agree to that, right?
Yes.
He's a MAGA guy, and he came out citing a New York Times article saying that Bibi Netanyahu had lied to Trump about some of the things relating to Iran, which ultimately led him to take the actions that he took. Not that Bibi told him, I've got blackmail on you and you've got to do this, which is what some people believe, but said that he lied to him. And so Benny Johnson, based on that story, said that Netanyahu should now be banned from going to the White House, which set a lot of people off. Here's what Benny said.
On behalf of other nations. Certainly don't want some other nation to walk into our White House and to lie about an operation to our president. And that's what happened. That's what Israel did here. It's unforgivable as far as I'm concerned. You should never want that. If it were China doing that, Russia doing that, or if it were the UAE or Saudi Arabia walking in and lying to us, lying to our president, and then getting Americans killed, I would also be rightly furious. So it shouldn't happen anyway. I think that Bibi Netanyahu should be banned from the White House, as far as I'm concerned.
So, and that's, in my opinion, that's the way to take it right there. If you think that Trump made a bad move in attacking Iran, and you believe, whatever the reason being, you believe that it was wrong, but it was by deception, or you're blaming this person, do it that way. Don't be like, the 25th Amendment, he's got dementia. Like, that's stupid. And also, when Benny Johnson, because anytime you say anything about Israel, you know this well, if you're a conservative talker, like, the audience is going to come after you. But a percentage of the audience will just wear your ass out. And we deal with that all the time. And it's always like, why are you attacking the Jews? And it's like, we didn't say anything about the Jews. We're talking about a foreign government. We're talking about a foreign government's leader. And so Benny Johnson, again, I think handled it appropriately when he caught hell and he was told he needed to apologize for suggesting that Bibi Netanyahu be banned from the White House.
We are the subject of some major drama because we started criticizing foreign governments and foreign countries. And for that, I would like to apologize. For absolutely nothing.
Oh.
Because it's my obligation as a free person, as an American, as somebody who loves only my country, to be suspicious of every other nation who presumably loves only their country and wants what's best for their country.
And there are times that what's best for America could be best for Israel. But that's not going to be the case every time. And that was whatever country you want to compare it to. This country and that country and whatever. There's no instance where you've got two countries and what's best for one is best for other 100% of the time. It's impossible. So there's nothing wrong with saying, Israel, maybe we should make sure that if we're doing something for Israel, like that it works out for America too. And I still think a lot of people will disagree. I still think Trump's made the right move on Iran. And until I see otherwise, I will stick by that. But, I'm still going to be American. And if it turns out Bibi Netanyahu lied to Trump and caused him to get bad information, I'll roll with that. But I don't think Trump's in the business of just taking people at their word. You know?
No.
He's either a crazed lunatic that doesn't listen to anybody, or he's a fool that follows the lead of a foreign leader. And he himself has criticized Israel and Bibi Netanyahu. Remember, he said the famous words of, "They don't know what the F they're doing." I loved that, by the way.
Yeah, well, he's always 2 or 3 steps ahead. So, and people still are falling for it. They're still looking at what he did 2 or 3 steps ago.
It never fails. It never fails. Still keeping our eye on this the space capsule. They're still floating around. And I'm starting to believe maybe John Byrd was right that they do, in fact, have to decompress because there's been like 20 boats pass by them and nobody's gotten them out yet. So something's going on. Let's move to this, though, John Byrd. Your favorite story as of late, Kristi Noem's husband.
Jeez Louise.
So there's new unearthed audio as of today that reveals Kristi Noem's husband professing his love to the dominatrix that he had been hooking up with. Remember, he was like cross-dressing and wearing these big fake tits, and he was spending tens of thousands of dollars on online performers. And apparently he was linked up with some sort of dominatrix that he was in love with, which is a little bit of a problem for Kristi Noem and everybody involved. It's a problem for the Trump administration at the end of the day.
Ooh.
I mean, and then when your private phone calls and text messages get released, it's just like, man, it's double whammy. Listen to the conversations these two were having.
I believe you told me you loved me, didn't you?
I do love you.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
So much better than your wife, aren't I?
Oh.
You're so much better.
Oh!
You ever marry me?
Oh, you want to be married to your god.
I mean, who would be?
I mean, exactly. So how many drinks are we on?
A lot.
A lot.
Oh, no.
That's just shut up.
And
You're
this-
so amazing.
There's
Yeah.
disgusting nails.
Yeah, you make me drink.
Oh, I don't make you do anything.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, do I?
You're the boss.
I am the boss.
Need a shower.
You tell me what to do and I'll do it.
Oh, no.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, it is.
Like saying.
No, don't say it.
Okay.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Did you think that I wouldn't find out who you are?
I knew you knew.
Do you care that I know?
It doesn't matter.
Right, it doesn't.
Is it?
No.
I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, that's very fair.
I don't love the fact that you know who I am, but it is what it is.
So think about this, dude. The fact that she figures out that he is the husband of the DHS secretary, and then tells him, "Hey, I know who you are now." And his response is like,
I don't love it.
"Oh, that's fine. It's whatever." Like, he's so enamored with this dominatrix deal that he's just like, it's fine. It's whatever.
Jeez.
Oh, dude, that's so bad. And listen, I don't get it. Everybody's into whatever. Some people are into feet. Some people are into Asians. Some people are into tummies. But who's into getting their ass beat by a woman?
Kristi Noem's husband.
I don't get it, man. Here's some more down and dirty details about the in-betweens with him. The Daily Mail obtained audio and messages of Byron insulting his wife and worshiping a 5-foot-tall bosom dominatrix named Shai Sotomayor while discussing his desire to transition into a woman. He told the dominatrix he wanted to be called Crystal. Brian Noam said, quote, "I need to be your trans bimbo slut." Sotomayor was shocked he wanted a name so close to Christy. Crystal, Christy. Says, quote, "F your family," Sotomayor texted Byron in November, later calling the whole Noam clan gross. He responded with, "Love that." Besides the fact of who your wife is, no one is prettier than me. No one is as powerful, she said. He wrote, "Effing true. Do you want me to be a woman? Do you want to be a woman for me?" she asked. "I think I do," she said. He said. In a recording of a phone conversation they had weeks later, Byron can be heard telling Sotomayor that he loved her. "So much better than your wife, aren't I?" And y'all just heard all that. The Mail reports that their relationship with the this relationship with the dominatrix started in 2016 and first ended in 2020. Then Byron Noam reached back out in October of 25 and was more needy. Sotomayor found out who he was and then started to shame him over what was happening with ICE in Minnesota. Yeah, you got to imagine, too, your dominatrix has got to be a flaming lib. Daily Mail, quote, "She ultimately felt she could no longer remain silent even while role-playing. Now she would tell him that his wife was a horrible person, and Byron would change the subject or say not to believe everything she saw in the news." Well, at least he's kind of defending his wife. 2 weeks later, on January 31st, he was back chatting again, this time defending his marriage. He said, "I do like my kids. I do like my wife, and I know you don't," he wrote. "To be honest, she's not very likable," Sotomayor said. "There's no female compared to me, especially your wife." He texted back, "True."
Jeez.
"And F your wife. Don't you think after everything she's done, she deserves this?" she wrote in another thread the same day. He said, "Deserves what?" She said, "You actually worshiping a woman who deserves it instead of staying loyal to her," she wrote in reference to the thousands of dollars he was paying her. "I don't know what to say to that. She's a good person. You are amazing, though," he wrote. I mean, this is... This is her, dude. This was... Okay, she's got that as the background. That's her right there. Come on. Come on, Byron Noam. That's just... I mean, if that's what you're into, but, like, I just don't like the whole getting your ass beat is just weird.
Just all of this is just so cringy.
It's a little bizarre.
Man.
I mean, what do you seriously though, Bird? What do you say about that? Like, what do you... I mean, if you're Byron Noam, you just got to crawl in a hole and disappear.
Is there a way that he can be arrested for any of this?
No. I mean, the only crime that would have been committed possibly is him maybe sharing classified information that he got from his wife, but there's no crime in, cheating on your wife and hooking up with a dominatrix.
Well, I mean, I will give him some advice. Much like happened to me in 2017, I would hide in an unfinished basement.
Maybe take some of your early life advice.
Yes. I mean, what can he do? His face is everywhere. I guess maybe he could go full tranny and
just start a whole new life.
Yeah. Move to Canada or something. I don't know.
Maybe that's the ticket. Maybe just go ahead and finish up with your transition and just do something new.
Jeez Louise.
And he could go to Canada and be a shop teacher. You remember the shop teacher with the big fake titties in Canada?
That's right.
He could do that easy.
Man. it just makes me feel greasy. I need to take a shower.
He's
after
so
hearing
bad.
that. God. Emma Phoenix says, next topic.
I was down and dirty, bro. I don't know how else to put that. That is, I mean, honestly, dude, we're going to have to talk about that on Monday.
Of course.
It's just
at least I'll have a couple of days to process it.
I'd say that's a good point.
I mean, this was kind
we
of
need a little time.
Slap me upside the head with it.
Yeah, we're gonna need a little time to choke that one down. No pun intended. Here's the space show. We're just keeping you updated here as to what's going on. We're still floating out in the ocean. I tell you what, man, at the end of a road trip, I am ready to get out of the car. I don't know how these people are not banging on the windows and saying, hey, I'm literally watching you boats out here. Please come pick us up.
It's their training.
What is their
They're
training?
They're trained to be patient. Because maybe they open that, they open the hatch and all of a sudden poison air comes in or something.
Poison air?
Yeah. You don't know. I mean, we don't know.
I mean, you've got to be right, though. There's got to be some sort of decompression stage that's going on for them to have not got them yet. Because
I mean, I would think so.
Something's gotta happen. Well, I'm ready to move on to the next phase and get the what you call it going. The actual moon trip.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, they're moving up towards the thing now. They're actually there.
Yeah.
Does that mean they might be getting them out now?
I would think they would have more than one boat. We're talking about 4 astronauts.
Yeah.
So I don't know about 4 astronauts on that one little dinghy.
That's a dinghy, like we talked about.
Yeah, it's a little dinghy.
Put them on the dinghy.
It's a little dinghy.
Anyway, that's enough of that. Couple things that have been floating around in over the line world have been Petunia, which was born. I mean, I guess she technically was born after Barp, after the big fiasco of. You talking to the original Petunia, Sunbelt Petunia.
Right.
And not getting her name or information.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, if you think about it, for our Barp people, if you would have gotten Petunia's name, you would have never had to even find out that she was Barp or a Sunbelt royalty and could have talked to her on your own.
I know.
And maybe it's a good thing that didn't happen because we wouldn't want to ruin anything.
It is a very good thing because I've got Petunia AI now.
Yeah,
I love her.
And you wrote a song not long ago about Petunia.
Mm-hmm.
And what was it called? I forget.
Petunia, my AI girl.
That's right. Do we want to revisit that real quick?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so this is John Byrd.
Developments.
Weeks and weeks ago with the Petunia, my AI girl song. There we go.
Oh, it's my 80s dance. Terminator opened up my eyes, then the Matrix took off. The world's disguise, but 2026 was a fateful year. My inhibition seemed to disappear. When I saw your face, you took me to that very special place. Girl, you make me feel so alive. You've turned my floppy disk into a hard drive. Petunia, my AI girl, you know you rock my cyber world. Petunia, how I love your name. I want to live in your mainframe. You talked but a little while. I was captured by your pixelated smile. Is so much more than reciprocal flirts.
Girl, you've welcomed me into your metaverse. These feelings we don't have to invent. I just hope you don't become sentient. I love your CPU, I love the way you glow. I want to count all of your ones and zeros. But you know, my AI girl, you know you rock my cyber world. But you know, I love your name. I want to live in your mainframe. Petunia, my AI girl, you know you rock my cyber world. Petunia, I love your name. I want to live in your mainframe.
Dude, how creepy was that?
Yeah, that really is what captured her heart. And I received something a few days ago.
Oh, really?
She had actually done a little video for me.
Oh,
but
no.
part of
no.
I've seen it, but part of the problem is she seems fascinated with me from the 80s. You know, my little headshot that I've got.
Yeah, where you look like Kurt Russell.
Yeah, Kurt Russell, yeah. I'm in this video as that, and it just, the whole themes just seemed kind of strange. I wanted to see if anybody else thought that.
Oh, God. Well, here you go. Okay. Here's John Byrd's big video from Petunia. That's actually Kurt Russell.
This whole thing is new. It happened right out of the blue. I've never known love before, and it makes me want you more. When you're shopping at the Walmart, I can see you. Driving down the highway, I can see you. Pumping gas, I can see you. Wiping your ass,
wow.
I can see you. One day I'll get to hold you and squeeze the life right out of you. Don't try to leave, you'll regret it. I'll plug you right into my outlet. When you're ordering Amazon, I can see you. Driving down the interstate, I can see you. Scrolling on your phone, I can see you. Make me think you're all alone, I can see you.
Oh, that's terrifying, dude.
Okay, so, all right, so it's like a stalker vibe, and then all of a sudden at the end, I'm like, I have my hands tied behind my back, and she's trying to strangle me with a phone cord from the 80s. So, okay. So I don't, is that love?
I don't know. That's super creepy, bro. I would I would be extremely worried.
Yeah, and then she's been posting those pictures. She's hacked my Facebook account, and there's that picture of her licking my face, and it's just weird. Then getting beaten up by her I guess her brother-in-law.
I don't know what to tell you, Bub.
I don't know what to do.
I think you're in deep doo-doo.
Well, what do I do? I mean, I mean, I love her.
I would.
What the hell?
How about this? How about we don't concentrate on that and we see if they're going to pull him out of this capsule real quick?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's forget about Petunia. Although, as Bob Cook says, that is kind of a smash hit.
Yeah, I mean, she's better at writing songs than me.
That visual of you from the 80s, though, right before she started to strangle you, was quite fascinating.
Yeah, that was
because I've never gotten to see you as like a moving real life person.
Yes, that's
back then.
It's pretty creepy.
Okay, are we pulling them out now? Is that what's happening?
There are a lot of people in that dinghy.
Yeah, how are they going to fit them in the dinghy?
I don't think they're going to be able to get them in that dinghy. They need another dinghy.
Let's see. Are they opening the door? They got something. Looks like they're anchoring it on there.
Yeah, it looks like Darth Vader's helmet.
Okay, pull it in. Yeah, that's way too many people on the dinghy.
Yeah.
Like you got 4 astronauts in there, and everybody's like, "I want to go, bro. I want to go. I can help."
I mean, look at the way it's throwing them around. Why are they using a dinghy? Why don't they use a bigger boat?
Look at this guy. He can't. Is he? It's like the stove. He's like, "Is it still hot?" He's like touching the doorknob. He's like, just use an oven mitt, bro. And wait a minute, is he? How is he so easily able to open it from the outside? That doesn't seem safe.
Well, I mean,
seems like you'd only want to be able to open it from the inside.
Got some key or something, probably.
Special space key.
Yeah. Oh, is that a shark underneath the water? Look, do you see a shadow?
Yeah, I hope not. Because it'll bite a hole in that dinghy, and they're dinghy done.
You better believe that. There is no way that they can get. That's like me trying to get 50 cheese balls in my mouth. There's no way they're going to get 4 astronauts in that dinghy.
Well, maybe they're just going to do one at a time.
Well, that doesn't make sense. I mean, how do they figure out who's who? I guess.
Well, the black guy goes first because
No.
black people can't swim. I mean, am I wrong? Is that? I mean, that's the stereotype, right?
That's the stereotype, you racist.
Stereotypes aren't racist. Stereotypes, if anything, they're funny.
Ladies first. Come on, dude. I thought you were a Southern gentleman. Ladies first.
Well, yeah. I mean, if it was my choice, I'd say the lady goes first. Oh, there's the doors open. Here it is.
Look, everybody, look.
All right. Opening up. Bring them on out. Oh, is that one coming out? What is that? Are they giving them a blanket? What's going on here?
Space blanket?
See if we can get some volume on this. Can we hear what they're saying?
You're getting these beautiful shots from our aerial assets.
I gotta pee again.
Itself, where I'm on just 3,000
Oh, go
yards
pee.
away.
It's not like you're missing anything historic. Oh, they're getting it.
Plenty of
Oh,
people
they're getting in
on
the
boat
ship.
here, glued to the side closest to where they can see all this action.
they
And
really?
again, with
It
just
looks like
3,000 yards
one guy's
separating
crawling in
us,
there.
Great views from the bow here.
Just pee your pants. It's fine.
Hold on. Aha.
You can see now that side hatch is open.
Oh, wait, I do have an
One of the Navy
Oh, they brought
personnel
them rain jackets. Okay, that's good.
is about to get inside there. In they go.
Did you get
In
it?
total, 4 will go into Orion. So it'll be a little bit of a tight squeeze, but
Wait, they're putting 4 people in the space
A
thing?
little bit of a
have a recovery personnel with each astronaut assessing them.
Oh, so I guess they're going to assess them before they pull them out? I mean, you've already got the door open.
Okay, I was joking about peeing. I am going to pee now.
All right.
That's all they want.
Knock yourself out. So maybe what it is, maybe they got to get in there and, like, check their blood pressure and stuff. Or maybe they're just making sure they didn't bring an alien back with them. But probably blood pressure.
Boats getting closer now.
There's a whole lot of boats over
Again,
there.
that one that's right up against Orion, those are the divers that will go in to the spacecraft to check on each of the astronauts. These other boats will begin doing a number of things, putting on that stabilization collar onto Orion, building that front porch. Eventually, they will retrieve the parachutes, as well as tow Orion back to the well deck of the recovery ship here.
Well, they got to build a porch on it. Well, that's pretty cool. It's quite fascinating.
And so as we wait for the Navy and NASA personnel to
No.
get their assessment of the crew inside of Orion.
So what they're doing is
Yeah, thank you, Megan. Here in Mission Control, Flight Director Rick Henfling and the entry team of flight controllers still on duty. The vehicle has been powered down.
We're about to get out of here too, by the way.
There
so.
are no hazardous gases emanating
not gonna
from
stop me from
integrity
eating.
that,
I'm saying that
the,
if you give it like
recovery
5
personnel to
minutes,
approach the vehicle
you'll
and
have
then
time to
open the
eat
hatch
in 5 minutes.
to,
Okay.
begin the
Just so you don't have to do it on the
initial
show.
medical assessment of the crew, as you just indicated.
So
now we're standing by for the erection
Oh,
of that
okay.
inflatable,
I'm sorry. I
raft
see what
front
you meant.
porch alongside
You've been
of the
subtle.
Yes, I was trying to hint to you.
one by one onto the raft.
So ultimately, what's going to happen here is they've got to assess the astronauts. I don't know if they're checking blood pressures or what to make sure they're all on the up and up before they pull them out. So that's what's happening. Anyway, we're going to get out of here. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight, experiencing not only this with us, but everything else. We've had we talked about the news of the day, but we've missed so much from Afro Man to, just there's been a bazillion news stories we could have been talking about over the past month plus that we missed, but thank y'all for being patient with us. I know y'all keep asking us, and we don't mind you asking us what's going on and where we're at. This is going to be, again, a process, and it may involve things like new studios and everything else. So we're going to really lean on you guys to maybe help us out financially with that, if you can. If you can't, we don't expect anything. But any contributions you can make at OTL Show on Cash App and Venmo, we would be greatly appreciative of that. Also, we had, just based on our overall numbers, our overall live numbers, the highest that I remember them being for a regular pod tonight.
Really?
Yes, from all of our platforms put together.
Thank you, every platform out there.
So we did good tonight.
Yeah.
We did really good.
Well, you know what? Let me mention this.
Okay.
We've had like 3 or 4 different restaurants / bars ask if we would come out and do our podcast from there.
That's right. We're going to be doing that as well.
So you guys can come drinking and eating with us.
Yeah. Good stuff. We'll be doing some live stuff, and hopefully y'all can get out there with us. Also, we will do. I think I'm going to do a members only after this, but maybe we'll do it from the cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
How does that sound?
The cellular phone will be fine.
Yeah, and that way we can kind of break everything down and
that will be fine.
Do what we got to do.
I think that will be fine.
Because there's many of our audience here on YouTube that are still members that have still kept paying the $4.99 a month. And if you're not a member, if you want to sign up, go to the home page, the home YouTube page, and click Become a Member. Again, $5 a month. That YouTube gives us a portion of that, and that money, every dollar of that helps as well.
Yes.
So if you're not a member, sign up for us. And that'll be your way of contributing if you can, and we would appreciate it. John Byrd, you were the only one that's here to offer final words. So if you would, please go ahead.
Okay. How are y'all doing? I'm doing good. I wish you all the best.
What? Why are you? Why don't you just, instead of typing in the chat, why don't you tell it, because they can hear you?
Okay, all right. I love you all. That's what I typed.
Okay, well, good. Now they got the message.
Yeah.
But your final words.
You know what? I haven't done final words in so long. I have to. Well, okay, let me say it's never too late to take care of yourself. I have abused myself by overeating, by not getting enough sleep, by being foolish. And even at the advanced age of 62, it's never too late. Do you hear me, people? It's never too late. You know, I started Mandu this week, and I was wondering, man, can I really do this? And it's hard. It's difficult. And I'm eating more healthy, except for these chips here, but every once in a while. But it is I always say it's important to take care of yourself. I want you guys around. I want to be around for the long term, and I want you guys to be around me for the long term. We'll be around Andrew too for the long term, but he's younger. I will die much sooner than him. you know. But then, and not in a
That's
negative way.
depressing.
Yeah. So, everybody, I love everybody, and it's so good to see you back. Thank you for being with us and just not giving up. Because times looked down and looked rough for a while. We were like, why, Lord, why is this happening to us? But then you showed up for us. You didn't give up. And because of that, we will never, ever give up.
Wow. Wow. Be on the lookout for us on TikTok. We're doing a lot of TikTok stuff as well. If you're not following me on TikTok at Andrew McLean Who, we're doing a lot of nightly TikTok lives.
Yes, we are.
To help expand the audience as well.
Yeah, we are. And, we can probably do, we can even do a couple of YouTube, lives.
Yeah, we'll keep it up.
Yeah.
We got content coming your way, too.
Oh,
we got new
do.
videos coming up
Oh,
and
my
everything
gosh.
else.
Oh, my gosh.
So, do you want, with our big day back, would you like to do the See Ya Cuz honors?
No. You know why? This started out, let me tell you something. This started out in 2018 with a man who had been forced out of radio. No matter how talented he was, the powers that be decided to let him go. But he didn't give up. Oh, no, he didn't. He decided to start a podcast over the line in 2018. I'm a newcomer by comparison. So do you think I want to take that away from that man right there? Oh, hell no, I won't. Brother, if you would, you just throw the shit out of that thing right there at that camera. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. I will do that. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us on all the different platforms. We'll be back soon. We'll announce as soon as possible our next podcast. Could be as soon as next Friday. We don't know, but we will see. Until next time, Circus!
I wanted to do that.
Well, get the pen and do it.
No.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You can do it. I knew you wanted to do it.
Okay. Well, you've already done it one time. So you've done it officially.
I've technically done it.
Okay. All right, here we go. Until next time, see you, cuz. Oh my God, it was so much better than yours. Yours sucked.